All right, what's poppin', everybody? It's your boy Armon. We're back with another video. Get in here, get in here. It's time to get into some things, okay? Now, the girl said the fades have commenced. The fades were fading, okay? They said the girls were fading down. The fades, they were fading. No, I'm serious, y'all. They said that the girls was in there fighting, honey. And, of course, I wasn't there. I wasn't there. A lot of you guys always ask, like, Armon, you're in L.A. Why didn't you go? Why don't you go to that stuff? Well, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think that I can go because it's just not that fun for me when I go because I can't talk about it the way that you guys can. See, for whatever reason, well, I know the reason, but, you know, I can't get, you guys can go sit in the audience and like have Twitter spaces about it later and call people and tell people about it. Me, I can't do that. If I'm in the audience and I come and do a tweet or do a mention, girl, they're calling my phone. It's a whole thing. I have to take shit down. I'm over here like paranoid, like they're gonna get my freaking, you know, social media's hacked and taken down. So I stay away. And so, and I don't actually think that they will let me come into the audience anyway. So because y'all do remember when I went to Vegas and I remember I spilled the tea on Jocelyn Slap and Natalie Nunn. Child Lemmy called me and stuff like, hey. So, you know, it is what it is. We love Zeus from a distance. We watch it and we still support it and we subscribe. But y'all, I like it better on this side of the things, you know. Unless I'm sitting there getting the tea with the notepad and hosting it. Girl, let me be over here and get the tea for y'all because at least we can talk about it and we can make our own assumptions. You know what I'm saying? Versus me being there. So a lot of people are like, well, Armon, you going? I wish you were there. I wouldn't be able to talk about it if I was there, especially in the audience, and I'd be pissed because I'm like, girl, I'd have to watch everybody else talk about it and spill the tea. While I couldn't, and then I'd somehow be the one getting in trouble. So it's just better off that we sit here and we listen to what the other girls got to say. And, you know, I act delirious and delusional like I don't know what the full tea is. No, seriously. But with that being said, the girls said it was some tussles and some fights. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. There's only a few fades that I wanted to see. All the Bad Dollies, but really the main fade for me was Bad Dolly and Tesehki. Heard that happened. I actually heard, you know, via Twitter and through private sources that that fade was actually a Tesehki one and then a duel the next round. So much so far that Bad Dolly kept up with Tesehki allegedly and got some hits in. Tesehki allegedly was so mad that they had said over the intercom, you know, Tesehki is outside whooping her driver's ass. Because she wanted another round. Because she felt like she didn't get to do what she wanted to do to Bad Dolly. This is what I'm hearing, you know, mixed with a few things online. All right. So, but before we get into my opinion of it all, and I also heard that via online Twitter that the girls DTB fought Natalie Nunn. Okay. So let's get to the Twitter page. We're going to go to Isaiah's Twitter because I feel like we can trust Isaiah. I feel like he's more of a reliable source. And a lot of the things that he said, coupled with some of the things that I heard, they seem to be parallel. So I think that he's the closest one because I had to do a little calling myself. And it seems like that's kind of the most accurate. So let's get into it. And I did want to see a male fight, but I feel like Mel and Tesehki didn't fight, but some people saying that she did. So I don't really know that whole thing. It's given, I don't know if Mel and Tesehki really got it in. But if they did, that's a fade that I want to see. But let's get into it. Let's get into what he said, and I'll give you guys my opinion.
LA, and I was not at the reunion. I chose not to go, but my friend went and she just called me and told me everything that happened. So I'm about to tell y'all what she saw and we're gonna go from there, okay? Let's do it. A lot of y'all's on here lying. Mel never came on stage, so all this Mel versus Tesehki is a lie.
Okay, so that never happened.
And according to my friend, Natalie said she ran after fighting Ivory, so I don't know if they fought backstage or what happened, but Mel never came out on stage. I was told that Diamond and Baddies snuck Natalie when it was Diamond, Natalie, Scotty, and Tesehki on stage. And allegedly, I'm hearing Diamond did that because Natalie was chiming in on when Diamond's friend and Anna had fought that one night when they had went out for a booking.
We're going to get into that. We're going to get into that Diamond and Natalie T.
Remember, Natalie had went live saying it was fake beef to get Diamond friend on the show, and Diamond posted the ticket of her friend getting the Baddies Africa ticket, just all that stuff like that. So Diamond had a problem with that. Also heard that Jayla ran out before her intro to try and help Natalie. Diamond and Natalie does want a fair one though, and I hear the fight is decent, nothing spectacular, but they both did okay. Big Lex, Summer, and Dolly came out on Big Lex's intro and got busy immediately. Summer and Lex fought Scotty and Anna. Summer and Scotty fought 3 times, and I'm hearing that Scotty low-key lost. That's what I was told. But I'm seeing on somebody else's story that was there that Scotty did her big one, so I don't know. If Summer and Scotty's fights are the same as what they were in Hawaii on the episodes, then y'all can keep that. Boo, tomato, tomato. Lex and Summer jumped Anna, and Biggie ran. And then I guess the audience...
Lex and Summer jumped Anna, and Biggie ran. I cannot stand Biggie. Please get rid of her.
calling Biggie out on running away and not helping Anna, and then Biggie tried to fight one of the audience members because she didn't want to hear it. But yeah, Dolly and Tesehki fought 2 times, and I heard that Dolly kept up better than anybody who has ever fought Tesehki, so we gonna see. Ivory, Pretty P, and Jazz came out at the same time, and I'm hearing that Jazz immediately went to fight Summer.
A fight that I don't need to see. Don't give a damn about them. No Jazz and no no Jazz and Summer fight.
But I was told there was a lot of chaos because everybody was trying to get everybody kind of at the same time. Ivory fought Dolly, Summer, and Big Leg.
Ooh, Ivory was catching fades.
Ivory ran up on Dolly on the couch, and they ended up getting into it, but it was a good fight. I was told
I'm here. They said, girl, it's giving Dolly kept up with the girls.
Dolly got the best of Pretty P.
Not Dolly whooped Pretty P. Well, okay, we're going to get into that.
Y'all going to have to put some respect on Dolly's name. Rolly came out, and her and Diamond ran 4 rounds. Apparently, Rolly used her weight, and a piece of Diamond's braid had got ripped, and you could see her scalp a little bit.
I feel like, you know what, he's a little bit biased. I feel like he got a problem with my sister. Now, I'm very biased towards Rolly. I love Rolly, but I feel like he don't like Rolly for some reason. So I ain't going to really lean too hard into that because I feel like he always be throwing a little salt in on Rolly for some type of reason. I don't know.
Slim and Rolly did not fight, and I heard that Janisha called Rolly a bully.
See, you see what I'm saying? I feel like it's always some tea.
And according to my friend, it was just dialogue.
And Rolly is not a bully, girl. Slim got what she wanted. So it is what it is.
Between Slim and Rolly, but it was taking forever. And
all right, I'm over it because I was giving like Rolly hate and like dry Rolly. It was giving like dry Rolly hate. Okay, so now, okay, so let's get to the ones that we heard. Big Lex and Anna kind of need that because I feel like Anna do a lot of talking. I'm not really like a Big Lex super fan, but Big Lex, she be fighting, so it's no tea. And here's the thing, Anna, you may not like Anna, but you know she does a lot of talking, but she be fighting too. It's no shade when Anna's not scary. Like she talk, but she do fight. So, you know, I'm interested to see that. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if, Big Lex won. Lex is like 6 feet tall with long-ass arms. She should beat up Anna. If Anna whoops Lex, that's crazy. Now, the Lex and Jayla, they saying that they don't even know if Jayla nose is broke. That's what I'm also hearing, that, the whole thing is that Jayla, Lex fought Jayla, and girl, she beat Jayla down. I'm just like, oh, what is the tea? Why do she keep fighting Jayla like this? And, it's gave Jayla walked off set and never came back. And she really tore Jayla. I don't really know, but I like Jayla, so I just don't really like, I don't really like them beating Jayla like this. But, they also say Lex tore Jayla in Hawaii. We haven't seen that fight yet. But so Lex came and tore Jayla allegedly. I don't know. That was the one face she got. Summer and Scotty, I think that's a cute lineup. I think that's a key. I like Summer and Scotty to, go ahead and do your biggest ones. That's a cackle. But I'm really here for, to be honest with you, I was here for a Mel and Tesehki. Now, I just felt like Mel, I was a little nervous for Mel because I felt like, okay, Mel fights with her hair down and she's like, goes all in. Tesehki's more of a technical fighter. I don't know if they fought. it's up in the air of whether they fought or not. I wish somebody could send me a DM and let me know if they fought or not. However, Mel, they said that Mel fought Ivory. We've seen that fight so many times. I feel like we don't need the Mel and Ivory fight anymore. We know that. I wanted to see Mel and Tesehki fight because it was way too much going back and forth. So they should have let Mel and Tesehki have that. Ivory, we already know how Ivory coming every time. Ivory, Big Legs, we've seen that fight. We've seen that show. I'm not mad. I've heard Ivory and Big Legs both did their big one. It was a tie on that. Ivory and Bad Dolly. Bad Dolly, honestly, I'm just going to cut to it. Bad Dolly was the girl I wanted to see fight. Bad Dolly, I was a little nervous for her. I'm not going to lie, because I felt like Bad Dolly had fades upon fades upon fades. And I felt like she had heavy hitting fades. I felt like she had Ivory and Tesehki. Those were two big fades, okay? And then I felt like she was going to have to fight Pretty P, of course, and then she was probably going to have to fight Tinkerbella, but I guess Tinkerbella didn't make it. I don't know. Nobody mentioned Tinkerbella. However, what I'm hearing is Bad Dolly did her big one, and some respect needs to be put on her name, and the girls are going to be gagging. So I'm like, okay, because listen, when I first seen Bad Dolly come to the audition, and when she did what she did to that girl, I was like, oh yeah, I want her to fight Tesehki. And then, as the show, she looked like she kept getting into it with Jayla. I'm like, I like Jayla. Like, why is she getting into it with Jayla? But then I started to like Bad Dolly's personality, because it seemed like, okay, she's a bad bitch. She's chill. Like, she don't have to do too much, and she's still sexy, which I loved. And I was a little nervous that her being cool and chill, kind of the opposite of Summer, it was gonna make for her to not be on the show again, because I thought they were gonna read her as boring. I didn't think she was boring. I thought she came. Her hair always looked good. Her outfits looked good. She just was more confident in who she was, and she didn't have to do too much because she was just naturally a bad bitch. So that's why I lived for her, and I'm just glad that she was able to get this moment on the reunion, because I feel like she was all knocked up and knotted up on the show. You know what I mean? So we couldn't really get into it. Now, I'm going to be honest with you, Dolly. If you do see this, she had me very fearful for that fight with her and Tesehki. Because in my opinion, I felt like Bad Dolly, it was giving too much of a close call between her and Pretty P during the one-on-ones. I feel like if you're going to keep up with Tesehki, then you should be really whooping Pretty P. And that's not nothing against Pretty P. I'm just saying, if you're at a point where we don't know who won or who didn't between you and Pretty P, you're not fucking with Tesehki. That's why I was like, ooh, I did. I'm not going to lie. I did lose a little hope. I was like, child, I don't know if Bad Dolly gonna be able to fight Tesehki, and she got to fight Ivory. But I'm hearing she did her big one. Okay, and so let's get to that. I feel like I'm glad that she fought Tesehki because she needed to, and I'm glad that And I listen. I don't have a dog in the fight. I'm here to be entertained, and part of the entertainment is the fact that sometimes I'm gonna just say it just felt like Tesehki has not had a person that can fight her, that can keep up with her. So, DTB, she wasn't a great match. That didn't end well. Scarface kept up a little bit, but we want to see Tesehki really spar with somebody that could really fight and that could really keep up. And I like the fact that Bad Dolly was not afraid of her and tried to give her a run. Now, I'm hearing Tesehki did win round 1, and it was a tie round 2. And it was given Tesehki tripped a little bit, and Bad Dolly was able to put punches, hit her with some punches and everything. But I felt like we saw that during the little clip when Tinkerbella threw the juice in Bad Dolly's face, because I felt like they was knocking in. So I think if Bad Dolly really did her big one and really kept up like they said that she did, Bad Dolly might have just gotten her ticket to Africa. It's no shade. I feel like she might have solidified herself into going to Africa. Ivory, I love Ivory. I think that I like Ivory's personality. I think she's a key. And she's not afraid to get about there. And Ivory needs to be in Africa because she makes the show interesting. She makes the show entertaining. You might not like Anna, but you need Anna too. Big Lex, I mean, she's a hitter. She's a hitter. And so I feel like she gives more Android vibes, and she really should be given iPhone. I don't know, it's just something about her just feels a little bit late, but I feel like she should be on the other side. But it just feels like, and I don't know what the other side is, but it feels like she is like, has all the makeup of like a bad bitch, but it's like there's a hint of a corniness there that I'm just like, I can't really get with her all the way. It's just like a hint of like, oh girl. You know what I mean? I don't know. Like, it's like something about her just doesn't all the way click with me. Summer's a cackle. Summer's gonna fight no matter what. Pretty P grew on me. Pretty P don't duck no fades. Pretty P don't duck no fades. You gotta respect that. Tesehki, I like Tesehki, but I think Tesehki is, I'm more interested in Tesehki for the reunions. Tesehki is like, you need her because the showtime for her is at the reunion. Tesehki don't really give you no show during the show. Then boom, now the second fade that I didn't know that I needed was DTB and Natalie Nunn. And I don't care what nobody say. You might not like DTB, but DTB understands TV. She will go and do the things that these other girls won't. She don't give a fuck. And she knows how to get a moment. Let's be clear. DTB left early. And if we're calling the thing a thing, DTB went from being the baddie favorite last year to Summer coming over and taking, and DTB kind of falling to the wayside. So much so DTB even left the show. So at this point, she had one season of being like that girl on the show. So DTB definitely needed a moment. And she knew, okay, listen, I had my one reunion moment with Tesehki that catapulted me into stardom too. Well, girl, this time, I'm going for the head honcho. Natalie, we got a little tension. I'm going to fight you. If she fought Natalie, I'm here for it. And I'm here for it because a lot of people don't like Natalie. A lot of people don't like Natalie on the show. A lot of people deal with Natalie being fake and phony to them because they want to stay on the show. And, you know, Natalie has shown you time and time again, I'm no one's friend. I don't give a damn about nobody. This is about me. You know what I mean? And rightfully so. It's like, this is Natalie. Natalie's been able to pull this from the bottom back to the top, maintain relevancy. You know what I mean? And this is probably her last big real TV run. And so at this point, it's like, girl, I'm going to drag this out, but I don't care about none of you hoes. I get it. However, everybody can't be wrong about Natalie. But Natalie literally shows you who she is. Everybody have said Natalie's fake at some point. From old cast members to new cast members, everybody has felt that way about Natalie. But these girls don't really want to tell her. The only people that I feel like will really kind of tell Natalie about herself is Scotty. And that's because, well, we know Scotty not going nowhere. And I think that's why they kind of keep falling out, in and out, because, you know, at one point, Scotty was, you know, under Natalie, and Scotty used to have to kind of do the Natalie to make sure she got brought back. Now, you know, I don't feel like Natalie has the power to get rid of Scotty, even if she wanted to. You know what I'm saying? And so now Scotty is giving Scotty with the body, and Natalie, you know, I'm not your do girl. So, boom. Rolly just don't give a fuck. Rolly been there before that. You know what I mean? And that's part of Rolly's brand. I'm just a real bitch. I'm going to say what I want to say. We're going to be cool. But girl, you're on some weirdo time. Other than that, no one else is going to say anything to Natalie because they like, well, I need this check. I need to be back on the show. You know, I don't want to get fired. You know, these bookings, this money is good. The fame, the attention, I love this. And Natalie, you know, gives, girl, if you don't do what's right, then girl, we'll get you out of here. DTB, on the other hand, to me, I feel like she is a risk it all. I need a moment, and I'm going to make sure I get my moment. And if that means I have to fight Natalie Nunn, I will do it because, girl, Natalie, come to the carpet. And I live for that because it's like everybody probably wants to slap the hell out of Natalie at some point, but who's actually going to do it? And I also understand why Natalie, like, girl, I'm not finna fight certain people. She didn't want to fight DTB last year because she's like, girl, I'm not going to give you that moment. Natalie's also not dumb where she's going to be like, you're not going to be seen as my equal. I'm here. Like, I'll fight Tommy. I'll fight Jocelyn. Y'all are my girls. So you're not my equal. But DTB is giving girl, come. I am your equal. I'll sneak you into a fight. Because, girl, you want to be around here being messy and this, that, and the third. Okay, girl, you're going to run that fade. We're going to run that fade. And the whole thing is, while these other girls are probably really wanting to really slap Natalie and scared that they won't make it back, that is, if you around with Lemmy, what you don't know is that probably just secured DTB her ticket to Africa. See, you think, y'all know Lemmy messy. Actually, probably slapping Natalie, they probably was like, yes, get her a ticket now. But most people were scared to do that, so they wouldn't do it. But if you go against the grain sometimes and think, well, the very thing that you think that won't get you to the next spot actually will be your breakout, because most people won't think to do that. But if you have the audacity to slap Natalie, they're loving that. People ain't going to feel bad. They're probably going to be like, ooh, somebody actually did it. No one's going to tell you to do it, and no one's going to say it's okay for you to do it. But if you do it, that shows you got some balls. And we like balls. No diddy. But you get what I'm saying? We like that kind of energy. That's the energy we need on the show. And let's be honest, Natalie is very messy and can be fake and phony. It's no shade. So if they actually fought, I'm gagging, because it's like, girl, DTB knows how to make sure she gets a moment, because that's literally going to be one of the highlights. Like, girl, Natalie hasn't had a fade in a minute. Like, yeah, okay, she fought Tommy, but like with other casts, like she hasn't had a fade in years at this point. So it's like, DTB, how do you come out from leaving the show and you caught a fade with Natalie? Girl, you kind of ate that. You kind of ate that. That's a big fade. Natalie's the big fade. She's the freaking, it's her show. And you fought her. So that's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Pay attention to DTB. Yeah, she may have fought Rolly. That's fine, but Rolly is not Natalie. And we've seen them fight already. Everybody's been wanting, at some point, everybody's been saying Natalie needs a fade. Or somebody on the cast themselves has been wanting to slap the hell out of Natalie. DTB said, I'm going to do it. She is, that girl is crazy. She's a nut. This is why you like her, though, because it's like, yeah, bitch, I'll fight you. You're going to fight me. You're going to give me a TV moment. And then you gave me a reason to, too. So for me, those are the fades I want to see. I want to see the Natalie DTB. I want to see how that whole thing got set up and went down, because Natalie is forever getting stuck on a reunion. Then I need to see all the Bad Dollies, but I really need to see Bad Dolly and Tesehki. Everything else can just be for entertainment. But those two, I need to see. And I want to see Bad Dolly and Ivory. And if there is a male in Tesehki, I want to see anything with Tesehki. I need to see. But I wish, male and Ivory, I don't need to see that. If there's a male in Tesehki, I need that. A Dolly and Tesehki, that's the number one I need to see. A Bad Dolly and Ivory. And I definitely need to see, because I feel like it's going to be a key, because the way they fight, I need a DTB sneak on Natalie Nunn and how they light that up as a fair one. I need that. I definitely need a DTB Natalie Nunn. Yes, that's entertainment there. Yeah, that's a key. Yeah, because I know just that she was just talking her shit. Oh, yeah. Woo. Ooh, can't wait for that one. Oh, I hope that's a real one. All right, y'all. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments below. And until next time, keep that same energy. And I'll see you soon. Oh, and let me know, what phase did you girls need? What phase did y'all want to see? And what is y'all opinions on how the outcome will be? All right, guys. Until next time, keep that same energy. I'll see you soon. Peace out. I need that.